Okay, we have it now. Read that.
Nat Turner said to 1,000 enslaved Melanites, "How many of y'all want freedom?" All 1,000 said they wanted to be free. "How many of y'all are willing to do whatever it takes? Step forward." 900 of them stepped forward. Then he said, "The first thing we must do is to kill the 100 cowards standing behind us because they are our biggest enemy."
Correct. So Nat Turner had the same spirit as Moses did. That there is no going together to do something when everybody wants to be so different. Whether you want to be a gay, transgender, bisexual, however you want to do it. The biggest enemy is I don't care if you have a mixed child. I don't care if the father is black and the mother is white. I don't care if the mixed child is that the father is white and the mother is black. When you're joined unto a certain people and then you start screaming and hollering that why do you speak against a certain group of people because your blinders is on, you are our biggest enemy. Okay? Because when you join hands with someone and fire consumes them, you will be consumed with the fire for being around them. Because what it means is, how we will see it in today's term, you drinking a Kool-Aid. When you drink that Kool-Aid, then you get sick. You get the same Jim Jones sick that everybody else that drank his Kool-Aid got. If y'all understand what I mean. So to before we can even deal with other nations, we have to first get rid of those that oppose what the Most High is saying. That's what Nat Turner had to come to. That's what Moses decreed and made law. And 3,000 fell and 100 fell with Nat Turner. All right. So I just wanted to give that precept about what naked was. And in some instances, naked means that they was naked. But in this instance, it means that to be naked is to have sinned from the Most High. All right. Okay. Okay. And the aprons. Okay. So let's go to 10. Genesis 3:10.
And he said, "I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself."
Correct. Because I was afraid I was naked, which means I have sinned. And I didn't even want to face you. Not that I was hiding myself because my breast was showing. We have gotten so ridiculous with Christianity trying to interpret our book. That's why our minds are all twisted up. Read.
And he said, "Who told thee that thou wast naked?"
Meaning, who told you that you have sinned? Not who told you that your buttocks are showing. Okay? That who told you that thou hast sinned? Because they only knew they were created to live without sin. What is sin? Transgression of the law. So that's what he means by that. Read.
"Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?"
Okay, this is a symbol, a synonym. Basically saying, have you eaten of that tree? In other words, have somebody else taught you besides me? Not necessarily grabbing some fruit or banana or apple or orange or whatever you want. Meaning, have you listened to someone else and you drank their Kool-Aid? Read.
And the Lord God said unto the woman, "What is this that thou hast done?" And the woman said, "The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat."
Correct. So what is this that thou have done? meaning the serpent had taught me and I did listen. See, we have to change the words just so you could get understanding that the serpent did beguile me. In other words, he tricked me and said that I could do whatever he say and I'll be good with you and I'll be good with him. But he tricked me in such a way that I started doing the things he did that I actually am naked in front of you, meaning I have sinned and transgressed the law. Read.
And the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Okay, so everyone here was thinking that he's talking about a snake because a snake crawls on the belly. I done heard Christianity people say snakes used to walk and talk. You know, how is a snake cursed? A snake is a snake. When you look at the term animal of a snake does what he does because he's in the field. You know, he's crawling and he's slithering, and he is not gonna care who you are. You can put a black person, you can put a white person, a red person, you can put an animal. If he's hungry enough or feel threatened enough, he's going to strike. So it's not talking about that snake. He's going to explain what he means by the snake. Read.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Okay, so there it is right there. I shall put enmity between thee and the woman. Read that again.
And I will put enmity between thee and the woman.
Okay, enmity. So what does enmity means? Enmity means hatred. So, you know, is you saying that only Israel hates snakes? Or does everyone hate snakes? If you saw a big old king cobra in your house, would it not startle you to where you got to get the king cobra out? Or would he say, oh man, you my people, so I'm not going to bite you? So that tells you it's not talking about a snake. To put hatred between thee, that means the serpent's people and the Most High's people. That's the hatred. And between thy seed and her seed. Snakes lays eggs, I believe. Their children come out of eggs. Okay, so that's not a seed. A seed is the child from a father's sperm. So it's telling you that the serpent has a seed and the Most High has a seed. And he's going to put enmity between the two, hatred, before children are even brought into this. I just need y'all to understand that. So because of this act, other acts was decreed that very day. And this is what happened. And it shall bruise thy head, meaning, and thou shalt bruise his heel, meaning you're going to be fighting day and night and month after month and year after year and century after century and millennium after millennium. This same people. Remember I told you the beginning. Who was the enemies of the Most High? Who was the enemies of Yahushua? Who was the enemies of us? Who was the enemies of slaves and the revolts? And you will see that it's all the same people. You understand? I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Christ blessed. Thank you for giving us the spirit of the word today, and I hope it goes out, reaches everyone in good spirit. I'll probably have to do a part 2 on Genesis because there's so much meat in Genesis to give y'all the proper understanding of what it's saying. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe to my videos. All praise due to the Most High. Have a happy Sabbath. Hamashiach. Most High bless. Amen.